all night, all nights, every night. Hey, welcome to Good Times with Alex and Ryan. I'm Ryan Sprague. You can follow me on any social media at Ryan W. Sprague. Alex.
Hey, it's been so long, I almost forgot what my names are on my social media. Vandollar15 on Twitter. YouTube is Alex Vanover, and Instagram, my ride or die dog, Alex Vanover 15. I seriously almost forgot my names on social media.
Good timers, you got to know we're not going away. It's just Christmas season, retail. Alex got 2 jobs, but we're here. And yes, I did get a new mic.
Hey, that new mic, you got a new mic, you got a new haircut, you got a new attitude. I'm liking it. You are in a good place right now. This is going to be a hell of a show.
This is going to be an amazing show, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, because you don't want to miss out on these good times. No.
Ryan, dude, I think they don't want to miss out on the good times, but I don't want to miss out on the good times either, because we haven't had any good times for quite some time.
That's
and I'm glad we're back.
We're back. It's almost season 2. When it gets January, it'll be season 2. So
season 2. We almost have 50 episodes in this season, which is actually incredible. And we are almost at 2,000 plays and downloads, which is actually pretty cool too.
The Good Times Army, Good Times Gang. That's
the Good Times Nation of domination, baby. Hey, Joey Alcock's in the chat, and he's posting some weird emojis. What's up, Joey? What's going on, buddy? I'll get you that $5 in the fantasy baseball league as soon as possible, friend. I apologize for the Yahoo snafu.
All righty, Alex, what do you got for us today?
All right, man. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to start out with some fun facts, just like we used to do, and we're going to continue to do because it's fun.
It is fun. I love these fun facts.
All right. Fun fact number 1, Ryan. Walt Disney's brother Roy encouraged employees to throw Walt a surprise birthday party for his 35th birthday. So 2 animators got together and they thought it'd be funny if they drew Walt an animated short for the birthday to show, on the screen or whatever during his birthday. So Roy said, that's a great idea. Go ahead and do that. And you have my blessing. So the birthday party rolls around and they show the short. And the short is Mickey and Minnie consummating their relationship.
Oh, no way. No way.
Yeah. So Walt
wait. What happened to this
what
happened to this this mysterious cartoon, pictures where it's not real?
I don't know. That cartoon would be worth more than freaking the original print of Steamboat Willie, I'm sure. That cartoon is probably worth $1 billion if someone can get their hands on it.
Oh, man.
So Walt Disney just kind of like feigned laughter. He's like, oh, good one. Happy birthday to me. Good job. Who actually was in charge of, animating that? And the 2 guys thought that Walt was going to, commend them on a good job. Well, they rose their hands and they stepped forward, and then Walt, fired them on the spot.
You do not desecrate the Mickey name.
Oh boy! Oh my goodness! Oh, what's going on?
That wasn't a Family Guy episode. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Hearing the mouse in the walls.
South Park did an episode where one of the characters' dads wants to do business with China, so he actually enlists the help of Disney, like the Disney Corporation, and the Disney Corporation is just Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse is going around shooting people and doing underground deals, and he's just like a terrible, terrible person. So Mickey Mouse has been getting just lambasted and ripped on by all the adult cartoons lately. It's kind of crazy.
I did not know that one. How did that story even get out?
I don't know.
You think you're like, you better be silent about this, or
He's like, if you tell anybody, I'll fire you from life. I fired you from Disney, but I will fire you from existing if you tell anyone about this cartoon.
You will disappear, just Just like this cartoon.
Yeah, you're going to go on Mr. Toad's wild ride and never get off the damn ride.
They're rowing and don't know where they're going.
I hope the suspense will last. Man, Willy Wonka was creepy in that movie. That movie's kind of like a horror movie. I think we've talked about this before, but he's kind of scary in that movie.
Yes, he is. He
Yeah.
has, like, all these kids, even as a kid, I'm like, did they die? Like,
Augustus, there's no way that Augustus didn't die. He was underwater for quite a while, so if he didn't drown, he got sucked into that tube through the Chocolate River. All the pressure shot him out like the bullet of a gun, in a barrel. That would have killed him as well, probably. He's dead. Augustus is dead for sure.
what about the one where she's getting incinerated? Like,
Veruca?
It's like a horror movie.
She might be dead. Mike TV might not be dead, but I don't know how they're going to stretch him out to be big again. I don't know how they're going to do that.
Like the blueberry, like, oh, we'll just pop it. And then...
Yeah, we're just going to juice her. But meanwhile, her skin is still blue. She's like that guy who's in the Guinness Book of World Records who, like, ate mercury, like, and lived. Or that guy who's got his skin is blue because he ate, like,
yeah,
some sort of metal.
Oh, well, this is a tangent, but we're good times. We can do what we want because it's our show. So I'm going to actually divert into something else that we've been talking about a few shows, and that's Back to the Future.
Okay.
All right. So the past few episodes, like, we had an episode where, like, oh, Biff, he was just a bully, right? And then the next episode, we're like, well, he kind of assaulted, this woman.
He kind of was a sexual deviant. Yeah.
Okay. So I watched Back to the Future 2. Okay. He killed George McFly. And then he domestically abused his wife, pushed her on the ground and beat her, and told her, if you didn't do what I said, then all your kids will, like, I'm gonna come after them. And then he tried to kill Marty.
Yeah, he tried to kill him with the same gun that he killed his old man with.
I would say not super villain, but definitely a villain.
Okay.
Two
McFlies with the same gun.
Maybe super in a way that, like, he had all this money. All right, but that, that's still kind of the other dimension McFly, or dimension Biff.
The multiverse.
Yeah,
Biff Tannen. Dude, Biff Tannen, everybody was always talking about when Donald Trump got elected. They're like, oh, Biff Tannen is Donald Trump. Like Biff is actually the president. You know what I'm talking about? It was like, he got the almanac. Donald Trump got the damn almanac. It's a tremendous book. It has all the scores.
Political, but that does match. And I do. I lean right, and that is really funny.
Does that check out? That checks out, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Hey, you want to hear another funny fact? It's pretty good. Huh?
A fun fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another fun fact. Here's fun fact number 2, Ryan. Gary Crimmon, the founder of Match.com. So this guy, the guy who's always on the Match.com commercials, and he's kind of creepy. He's got glasses. He's like an older guy, and he's always, like, talking to his grandkids.
Is he just that. Like at dances? He's like, do the creep.
Oh yeah, the Lonely Island. No, he's creepy though. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the story. So this guy Gary invented Match.com. Well, the girl he was dating at the time left the founder of Match.com for a man that she met on Match.com.
It's sad, and I'm laughing.
Gary's like, this really sucks. My woman's leaving me, but at the same time, because there's an actual 100% match, I made money from my own breakup, so making lemons out of lemonade, I guess. I wonder if it was Country Time Lemonade, huh?
Country Time Lemonade, our fake sponsor. One day we're going to get a real sponsor.
Country Time's like, all right, guys, we love your work. We love all the things you've done for us. What we need from you two is to be able to produce a consistent, amount of episodes, at least one per month. Can you guys do that?
Can you do it?
Yeah, can you do it? And we're both like,
the good times got to be, rolling, and we got to be actually in the good time mood, not like 80 hours a week.
I don't know if when I'm working Sunday night and closing and then opening on Monday morning, if I'm really ready to do a show, but we're going to get paid for it and get free lemonade. I might do it.
I am in a good mood. I'm having a good time.
I love my life. I love my job. I love the Good Time Show. Hey, fun fact number 3. God, I'm clearing my throat more than freaking Philip Seymour Hoffman in Along Came Polly. You ever see that movie?
Yes.
He's like, he constantly is clearing his throat. He's like,
It's been a while. I don't remember what happens in it.
It's hilarious. It's like Ben Stiller is a risk assessment evaluator.
Is it with that? There was that little dog, and they were vacuuming.
Yes. No, it's not a dog. It's not a dog. It's a ferret. It's like a weasel.
And she got some crack or something and was vacuuming really fast.
No, that's something about Mary.
Oh, okay. I got it mixed up.
All right, hey. So fun fact number 3. Now this one is not really funny. It's just more interesting. In 1956, Harper Lee, she's the lady who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. She found herself struggling to balance work and writing. She expressed her frustrations to her friends, Michael and Joy Brown. And as a Christmas gift, the Browns actually gave Harper Lee 1 year's worth of salary. That way she could just devote her time to writing. Well, obviously, she used that salary and that extra time she had to write To Kill a Mockingbird.
Wow.
So, yeah, she went on to win a Pulitzer for that book, and it sold over 30 million copies just because the Brown, passed some kindness on to her. So they must have actually seen some serious talent in her to do that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great classic book.
Yeah, that is a good. I'm actually waiting patiently for you and I to have somebody gift us a year's worth of salary, so we can just do Good Times every day. 5 days a week. Good
times every day, all night. Every nights.
Day and night. Ryan and Sprague Ryan and Alex have good times at night.
All night.
All night.
Anything you want, that's the way.
Good times every night.
All right.
So what do I got here? I have one more fun fact. One more.
Let's do it,
Ryan. So one of my favorite things to do when I was a kid was to lay on my back and look up at the sky and look at clouds. I always like to do that. And I pretend, what's that one look like? Or what's that? Or is that, what kind of cloud is that? And anyway, you think clouds are light, right? Would you think clouds are light?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So would I.
Fluffy and,
Yeah. Well, they're not. We're both wrong.
Oh.
Clouds, according to scientists, weigh 1.1 million pounds on average. That's the equivalent of 110 elephants. And they're able to stay afloat because they are spread out into millions of droplets that are spread over a really large mass of space. So they weigh 1.1 million pounds. A cloud does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dropping some math and science on the Good Timers. Huh? You like it? Yeah.
I was so disappointed when we were in an airplane and we flew through the clouds, and I knew I couldn't go and stand on them, like in all the all the cartoons.
Or go into a cloud and you're flying through it and you can make a beard out of the cloud.
Yeah. It's oh man, it's just like fog.
Just a bunch of lies. Looney Tunes has been lying to me for 50 years. Those bastards.
All right.
Hey, Ryan, hit the Good Time Sports button. Hit it. Holy crap. So did that new sound effect come with the new mic?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Holy crap. That was the button to end all buttons. And I think I don't even know how we can afford that.
Sports. where you're a man and you watch sports.
Yeah, men watch sports, so you should watch it because we're men. We do manly things. We barbecue and we cuss and we spit. We scratch ourselves because we're boys. We're men.
Yeah. You notice all the commercials are beer commercials. Sports.
Hey, speaking of beer commercials, there was this guy. Okay, so there's this guy that I do the other show I do with Slash Tracks. There's this guy who does a part on our show. He plays Master Evil, and he's a writer. He's an author for like books, for horror books.
Awesome.
So someone was making fun of him online. So I said to the guy who was making fun of him, I'm like, hey, thank you for, because he said something like, the author said he was going to put an audiobook out. So I said, oh, I can't wait to hear that. So this guy pops on and he's like, oh, don't wait too long because it's going to be awful. Yeah. So I say to the guy, I'm like, oh, I appreciate you looking out for me and your 7 followers. They all appreciate it, I'm sure, because he had 7 followers. This guy who's talking crap had 7 followers. So he goes onto my page and looks at my before and after photo on my Twitter and sees that I'm sober and I'm thinner than I used to be. And he's like, you know what? You're a dick. You'd be a lot more fun if you just had a Twinkie and a 6-pack, you dick. That's what he said to me.
Dude, the thing with trolls, though, like, especially if you're on a talk show or a radio show or something, like, the radio announcer, whoever's doing the talking, has all the power. Like, you can make someone look like such an idiot.
Oh,
if you're good at it.
So what I did was, you know how Twitter, when people post comments or say something you don't like, it's basically like real life. If I want you to shut up and I don't want to hear you, I just close my window. So I blocked his ass. I was like, blocking someone on Twitter is the equivalent of shutting your door in their face. Like, okay, thanks for coming over. I don't want to buy any, Tupperware. Bye. Bam.
But then again, like, you get points for, interaction, right? So if you're able to like troll them back.
Yeah, well, yes, and I did troll him back because I don't like bullies. Bullies need to be popped in the face and put in their place. So that's what I was trying to do, but he said I needed some beer and some Twinkies, so maybe on cheat day. Maybe we'll have some beer and Twinkies. I don't know.
Maybe on cheat day.
Hey, OG John's in the chat, Ryan.
What up, OG John? Thank you for joining us.
Guess who's back? Back again. OG John's back. Tell some friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? All right, Ryan. Good time sports. Did you see that the Dodgers won the World Series last week?
No, I did not.
Dodgers won.
Do they have fake crowd noises in baseball?
I don't know if they do. I don't know. I never noticed that.
So, I hate it in football. That's why I can't even watch it. But they had a little bit, I think, in hockey, not too much, so I could watch that. My Stars did not win the Stanley Cup. I'm very disappointed. I was very sad, cried for days, didn't go to work, slept,
You called in sick because the Stars lost the Stanley Cup?
Called in sick, didn't go to work, just horrible, awful.
You write the schedule, though. Do you just call yourself?
Hey, stop ruining the joke, Alex.
You're like, Ryan. Yes, Ryan. Not going to be able to make it in today, Ryan. Oh, that's great, Ryan.
You're like, Ryan, it's a lie, and I'm going to prove it to all of the audience, just so you know.
Well, no, this story's not checking out. I don't know.
A minute?
Wait a second. You're the boss.
Anyways, I was just saying, I haven't watched a lot of sports since the
fake crowd noise.
Oh, I don't know why that annoys me so much, and also, yeah. So go ahead.
So that's kind of like when someone's talking. Hey, the fake crowd noise thing to you is like when someone's talking to me on the phone and they're driving and I can hear their blinker going. That drives me insane. Oh yeah, just leaving work. And I can barely hear him because I just hear the damn blinker.
Well, I know who you talk to. You said you talk to almost every day, so I can kind of figure out who the hell.
Okay. That may or may not be true. Hey, Hey, so check this out. So the Dodgers won the World Series, Ryan.
All right.
And I was excited about that actually because Anthony Del Prete, our friend who passed away, was a huge Dodgers fan. So that was really cool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so they got a championship, and I thought, all right, you got it for Anthony. That's awesome. But there was something not cool about this championship, Ryan. Justin Turner, the Dodgers starting third baseman, was pulled from the deciding World Series game in the 7th inning because he had a positive COVID test come back. It came back in the 7th inning. They pulled him out of the game. So they said, hey, Justin Turner, get off the field. I don't know why his test came back during the game. I still don't understand it. So they're like, hey, you tested positive. Get the hell off the field. So Justin gets off the field, right? And then 2 innings later, the Dodgers go back to win the World Series. They finish it off. Well, Justin Turner shows up back on the field. He left quarantine to go celebrate with all of his teammates on the field. He just got diagnosed with COVID.
That's crazy.
And
wow.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's not cool.
What the hell?
He's like, okay, everybody. It's a great time. I'm gonna just pass it on. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out. Now we're gonna make this very memorable for everybody.
They're like, everybody can touch the World Series trophy, but Justin.
Now that's nuts.
Yeah, get his ass away from the trophy.
Meanwhile, every establishment these days, you have to wait 14 days at least before you go back to work.
Yeah, so Major League Baseball, the commissioner just announced today that there's not going to be any punishment for him. Like, he's totally got away with it scot-free.
There's probably nothing written in the rules like, hey, if you have this, you cannot go back on the field. It'd be
Ryan, I don't know, man. I'm perplexed by it. And you know how you were saying, like, all the guys are celebrating? It's like, oh, yeah, this is a day we'll never forget. We won the World Series, but I also got COVID the same day.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Justin, you dick.
Okay, we're going to have to make new shirts where you just thanks a lot, you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you dick. How come every time I say dick, it's related to baseball? The last time I said that was when we were talking about the Little League World Series. Thanks a lot, COVID, you piece of crap. Hey, one more sports story before we move into the headlines.
Alrighty, let's do it.
So I play daily fantasy every day. If there's games, I'll submit lineups. And daily fantasy sports is whatever games are playing that day. So say if it's football, I'll pick a quarterback, a couple running backs, a couple wide receivers, whatever from all the teams that are playing. So this dude, this guy on Sunday won $1 million with his lineup.
Nice.
He won $1 million. He picked the perfect lineup, so he had the best lineup.
Really?
On DraftKings. But so 30 minutes later, he's like, oh my God, he called his family, his friends, his girlfriend. He's still celebrating. He goes back to the laptop to refresh it because he wants to take a photo so he can post it to his Facebook. Like, hey, I just won $1 million. Well, when he refreshed it, the score had been corrected. His $1 million winning score got corrected. So the Chicago Bears were credited getting a sack of the quarterback. Well, 30 minutes later, the NFL changed the sack, which gave him points to win, to a normal tackle. So he ended up being dropped from first place to a tie with 18 people in sixth place. So he dropped from $1 million to $3,078.94.
Oh.
So he still won $3,000, but a stat correction, Ryan.
Does someone win $1 million?
Somebody won it, yeah. So not him though. Whoever was behind him won it.
Ow. Ugh.
That is awful. You go from the height of ecstasy to the lows of low. You went from being able to almost retire if you did it correctly with $1 million to not even being able to buy a 1995 Honda Prelude.
Oh my goodness.
Put it in those terms, dude. That's what happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's going to be rocking a 1994 Honda Civic hatchback with a tape deck now.
Oh, man.
They see him rolling. He lost $1 million because Chicago didn't get a sack. Yeah, I saw that story and I'm like, man, that is awful. We got to talk about it.
We got to talk about it. We haven't got to have a good time over this.
We got to make fun of this guy. Hey Ryan, before we get into the 3 or 4 headline stories I have, I wanted to do a new story. I want to do a new segment, and I want to call it just a funny. This is just a funny story.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what he's gonna do, Alex.
This is what we're gonna do. And it could be you doing it one week. It could be me doing it one week. We're just gonna do a funny short story, and it's gonna be like
I like that. I like
2 to 3 minutes long. Okay,
a story you're making up, or a story you're.
This is a true story. And when I knew when you said let's record today, and I had time to do it, I said I want to tell this story. I don't know how I'm going to fit it in, but
actually that's kind of the origins of this podcast.
Yeah, just telling stories. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for your listening pleasure tonight, we present the very first Good Times Short Story Minute. All right. So here we go. The year is 2009, and I'm living in the blue apartment that you and Diana actually visited me at a couple times. So I'm living in Empire. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm living in Coos Bay in a cheap apartment by the ocean. And I had this now for some reason there was this car that was parked next to mine, but it hadn't moved for like 2 years. So the car hadn't moved for like 2 years, and back then I would like get annoyed by these things and I would let it just eat at me. So I kept thinking like I need to call and get this car towed away or something. Well, back in 2009, it's no secret that I drank. So I was sipping on a little bit of the bubbly, as Marcus just put it. I was sipping on some of the grandfather's cough medicine, and I decided it was going to be a great idea to take the fire extinguisher from the side of the apartment complex and hose this car down from top to bottom. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, I like break the fire extinguisher out of the case, spray it all over this car, completely cover it. It's completely white. The next day, Ryan, it's like 11 a.m. I don't remember doing it. I was so hammered, I don't remember doing it. The people who own the car came up to my door, knocked on the door, and they're like, "Hey, you live right by the car. We just want to know if you heard anything. Did you hear? Because our car got sprayed down with a fire extinguisher. We just want to know if you heard anything."
Wait, a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
So
I hosed it down. I hosed this car down with a fire extinguisher. So the neighbors were like, "Hey, we just want to check to see."
Were you by yourself?
Yes.
So you weren't even coaxed by like a drunken party?
No, I did it totally on my own.
Hey guys, you know what would be fun? No, it's just you. Hey, Alex, me. I know what would be fun.
Hey, Alex, you know what would be a great idea? What is that, Alex? That's when you know you've drank too much.
You'll be able to know. Except now, you saved it for the Times audience.
Hey, so they asked me, "Hey, did you hear anything?" I said, "No, no, I didn't. And if I see anybody or if I hear anything about this, I'll let you know." So I shut the door. They go away. I look down at my feet. My shoes and the bottom of my pajama pants are covered in white, like foam from the fire extinguisher, caked in it, dude. So apparently I was covered in fire extinguisher foam, but they didn't see it. They never said a word to me. Maybe they did see it and didn't say anything, but I don't think they saw it. I got away with it, and I could not believe that they didn't see that, man. Anyway, that's the good time short story.
It's like it's just like all these people like that steal things from the retail stores, and they're like, "Hey, my card's not. I gotta go out to my car with my purse and stuff." And I'll be right back. And all the clerks are like, okay.
Okay, what are you doing on your car?
Okay. It's like everybody knows, but they can't say anything.
Yeah, it's like if you accuse them of doing something scandalous, then you're a dick.
It's like, okay. I know that big, bulge in your pants that looks like a bottle, that's not ours, but... Don't have anything there. Okay, sure.
And you can't really accuse
all
them.
Think they're getting away with it, and it's like,
yeah. You're like, you really don't have 89 cents to buy that mountain bar, really? All right, hey Ryan. So, should we get into headlines? Should we move into the headlines?
Let's do it.
All right. Headline number 1, Ryan. A huge World War II tall boy bomb exploded in a canal in Poland 2 weeks ago. So a World War II bomb just exploded in a canal in Poland. The bomb was dropped by the Royal Air Force during the final months of World War II. The bomb is the largest bomb ever found in Poland. The Polish Navy attempted to defuse it, but the bomb actually exploded, sending up a huge plume of water. And there's actually a video of it. It's majestic. It is ridiculous looking, dude.
So obviously they were okay.
Everybody was fine because they alerted the town that, like, hey, we're going to attempt to defuse this, so you guys need to, like, get out of Dodge for, like, the day. Get out of
the Dodge. You know, what's his name? Jason's going to come after you with his
with his machete. Jason doesn't use World War II bombs.
Okay, sorry. Who was the guy that had the COVID on the field?
Oh, wait, what?
I'm trying to make a joke here.
Oh, Justin Turner. Justin Turner.
I knew it was a J. You're thinking Jason the Slasher series. See, so look, it doesn't work, Alex, if I have to explain it.
I'm like,
pick up.
Way over my head.
What I'm trying to do, and help me out, okay?
We were skipping rope right there. You had the tempo going for me, and I just, like, got trapped in the rope.
Like, what? No, I'm trying to explain about the bomb, not the Dodgers. Getting out of Dodgers, and Justin, and
I blew it for you. No, but nobody got hurt. Except for all the Dodgers and all the Devil Rays that were playing last week because Turner killed everybody by giving them COVID. Hey, check this out. An Iowa woman had a cat, and she loved this cat. And when the cat was just about to die, she decided she was going to make the bold move and the huge decision to have this cat cloned. So she had her cat actually cloned. The cat's name was Mr. Tufts, and apparently the cloned cat is healthy. It's happy. It's thriving. And the doctor who cloned the cat, who actually runs, an animal cloning place in Iowa, claims that cloned animals have the same intelligence, temperament, and appearance as the cat or the animal they cloned. Huh. Would you ever have an animal cloned, Ryan?
No.
Now elaborate a little bit. Why not?
Hey, Ryan, can you elaborate on that? That was kind of like a buzzkill. No.
Ryan, can you elaborate on your quick no, please?
Yeah, come on now. We're trying to run a show here. We don't need one-word answers.
I don't want to move on to the next headline that quick, Ryan. Why don't you expand on that answer?
Well, there's always the ones in the pound you can pick up that are suffering and they need a home, and there's always there's other ways to reproduce animals besides cloning. I don't think that's just a necessary thing. I think it costs money, and from what I heard, when you clone an animal, the new one gets older quicker because you take.
I've heard that.
Yeah, because you take the DNA from an older cell, right? And so it'll age quicker.
So Bob Barker would not be happy about this because he always encouraged people to have their cats or dogs spayed or neutered. So I don't know what Bob Barker from The Price is Right would think about this cloning shenanigans. What do you think? What say you, Ryan?
I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't think he'd be for.
Yeah, Bob Barker.
Every episode, be sure to spay and neuter your cats.
And also, if you're thinking about getting your animal cloned, don't do it because they'll age faster. This has been Bob Barker. The Price is Right.
It'll age faster.
Yeah, they'll die quicker.
Times it's going to age faster, so don't do it. That's why you're a clone.
The producer of The Price is Right's like, that just doesn't sound as. It's not as snappy. It's not as catchy as just remember to have your animals spayed or neutered. And remember, don't go to a scientific lab in Iowa to have your animals cloned. Watch Price is Right, damn it. Welcome to the Showcase Showdown. But before we look at your gifts, we want to tell you and warn you, don't get your animals cloned. Now back to Plinko. The yodeling game.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a yodeling game where this guy's like climbing a mountain on Price is Right, and whenever the guy's going up the mountain, and you have to tell him to stop on the mountain, and wherever he stops is the price of the item you're guessing. And if you're in the range, you win the prize.
I've never seen that. I've seen a few Prices Right.
Oh man! Every time the guy goes up the mountain, it's all yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love, dude. The best thing about being sick when we were kids, other than not being at school, was being able to watch The Price is Right.
That was on like all day.
Yeah.
Over.
Price is Right, baby. Let's Make a Deal was on, and they also had that one show. It was Press Your Luck. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies. Yeah, that was the best part of staying home. Hey, so check this out, Ryan. We're going to go to headline number 3. You ready, buddy?
Number 3.
Yeah. So, Ryan, I've never skydived. Have you ever went skydiving?
No. Okay, I'm gonna try and stop with the one-word answers. Okay? We went through this with the last question. No, Ryan. No, only does not work for a radio show, buddy.
Ryan, you're answering questions like I am an FBI person interviewing you if you were at the scene of a crime.
I do not recall.
Yeah, you're like, no, I want to speak to my legal representation, Alex. I'm ending this show immediately. The good times are finally over. All right, Ryan.
So what was the question?
I was gonna say, have you ever went skydiving, or have you ever had the itch to go skydiving?
I have not, and actually, that's one thing that I've thought about. I'm like, that's one thing I would never do: jump out of an airplane with a parachute. It's just, I don't know, something freaks me out about it.
I don't think that I would skydive either. I don't like heights, and the only thing that I think I would do less than skydiving is bungee jumping. No way.
That seems even worse because you have like less safety standards. There's like these guys that are like, oh, we're gonna make a buck. Here's a rope, throw it down there. Okay.
Well, I don't like the idea of like the rope being too long. I don't like the idea of the rope being too springy. I don't like the idea of my ankles snapping or wherever they attach the rope to you. No, listen, none of that sounds good to me. I had a hard time getting on the Gravitron when we were in high school at the carnival. Like, I'm not bungee jumping. I don't think so, bud.
Oh, like that Graviton made me sick. Spin round and round and round. Oh.
Hey, when we were kids, I went on the Gravitron. And for those of you guys who don't know what the Gravitron is, it's the carnival ride that like sticks you to the wall. So there's like it mimics having no 0 G's or whatever. So it sticks you to the wall. So I went on the Gravitron like 5 times on a Saturday night. Had a lot of fun. It was fun. I begged my dad. I said, Dad, the carnival's leaving Monday. Can you please take me to the carnival just to ride the Gravitron one more time? So my dad said, yeah, no problem. So we go back Sunday. I ride it 1 time and puke. I rode it 5 times the night before. I don't even know what the hell was the difference. It was like a soda can. It was like I was shooken up. Just one time too many.
What is that? What's that show with the baseball where they're on that ride?
Oh, the Sandlot. The Sandlot. Yeah, where they have the tobacco and then they get on that freaking spinning ride.
That's what you did.
Except for I didn't have any tobacco. My dad had taken me to get a burger before we went down there, and I puked. And my dad's like, he wasn't even concerned that I was sick. He was just more concerned that I puked up the $5 he spent on the burger. I had to work. That's half an hour of work, because this is like 1991. He's like, I had to pull, boards off of a conveyor belt for half an hour for that burger, and you just barf it up. He was like Buzz on Home Alone. Look what you did, you little jerk. You just barfed up all the burger.
So backing up a little bit, do you remember the Sandlot when they were took that chew because they wanted to be like the baseball players?
Oh yeah.
Do they not chew as much these days?
I don't think they can even. I think chewing in the dugouts is banned.
Is it?
But yeah, that's why they have so much gum and seeds.
because I remember growing up, that's all they did. Like, as when I was like, when we watched, they were just doing all the time. But I don't hardly see it.
They used to, I'm pretty sure it's banned. And also, when we were kids, there were managers in the 80s that would smoke in the dugout. Jim Leland, the guy who managed the Tigers, would smoke in the dugout all the time. Sparky Anderson, the guy who managed the Big Red Machine in the 70s, he was smoking packs upon packs in the dugout. Can you imagine? Come here, kid. I want to talk to you about this pitcher. Yeah, blowing smoke in your face. This guy's got a hell of a curveball. You got to watch out for this. Wow. It's like, oh God, I got to go talk to the manager again. He's going to go blow smoke in my face.
Oh gosh,
that'd be horrible. I don't remember Lyle Purdue doing that at all. Lyle chewed though. I do remember Lyle chewing on our baseball team.
I remember once he was chewing. We're sitting on the bench, and he spit on my shoe.
he spits on both of us. He's like, these guys aren't getting in the game anyway. They don't need to look good anyway. He spits all over us. These two worthless turds aren't getting in the game. Hey, Frank, get your ass over here. Go over here. I got a big water chew, man. Spit on. Hey, Ryan. So I'm a little bit out of practice on these episodes. I was talking about skydiving in the headline. I haven't even got to the headline yet.
It's okay. It's our show. We go where we want.
God damn it. We do whatever the hell we want. All right, Ryan. So the reason I asked you about skydiving is because a 102-year-old woman just completed her first skydive mission.
Was it Goldstone?
I don't know what her name was. No, her name is Vivian Millie Bailey. And the reason she decided she wanted to skydive is because she'd had an itch her entire life. And, she's 102. And she was inspired by George H.W. Bush, the former president's skydiving that he did when he was 90. So she's like, he can do it. I can do it.
All cool and all, but you just ruined another a callback there.
What did I do? What? What did you do?
Goldstone. You don't remember Goldstone, the one that it went through both pandemics? And
oh yeah, I didn't remember her name though. The lady who survived the Spanish flu and COVID. Wasn't she 109?
What happens, good timers, when we're off a little bit?
Son of a bitch. I didn't, dude.
We're definitely gonna put this one on explicit.
that lady. That is an amazing memory. That lady did survive. There was a lady who survived the Spanish flu and COVID. She contracted both, and she's fine. She's totally fine. She's alive.
And that was back when I was editing our videos, and I put some good edits in there.
Yeah, no, so yeah, you guys should go back and see some of those videos from previous episodes on the Good Times channel. It's good stuff. Seriously, some of those episodes you edited are amazing.
Yeah, someday I'll get back into it, but
the one that you did that made me laugh so hard was when we did the episode. This had 2 edits in it. It was the one where the guy got caught cheating. He was a news anchor, and his mistress walked behind him.
Yeah,
and then that was gold. And then the other one you edited where the Grim Reaper walked the beaches of Florida. That was the same episode.
And was it?
Yeah,
because I added 2 Grim Reapers on that one. I tied them in together, and actually, they flowed together too. It was pretty.
Yeah,
cool. No, my favorite was the learning how to shift.
Yeah, but yeah, put your foot on the clutch. That was pretty good. That was some good stuff, man. We definitely need to get back into that. That was great stuff. Hey Ryan, have you ever had what's a couple pets that you've had?
Pets?
Yeah, what kind of pets? A dog, cat? What have you had?
And a fish.
You've had a fish? Okay, I had fish too. They never lived longer than a week.
So I had let's see, I had a cat named White Flash Fred Bob. That's something like.
He had 9 names.
Yeah, so he was a really good, he was kept to himself a lot, but he was really good at getting those mice and rats and stuff. So, but one day I think one of the rats was poisoned, and he kind of passed away.
Man.
That way. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Kind of.
R.I.P. Joe Bob rat killer, lightning bolt, Sprague.
And then my favorite, the one I love to this day, and I'm still sad that's gone, is the golden. No, he was a Labrador, black lab named Deo, and he was awesome.
That's an awesome name for a dog, dude. If I was calling that dog, I'd be like, Deo, Deo.
I think that's
Deo, come home, I want to pet you.
There was like a movie out. There's that song, and then there's like the Bon Marché was doing.
Oh yeah. One day, Deo. Yeah, one day only at the Bon Marché.
Yeah.
When we were kids, I used to be able to get my grandparents' Bon Marché card, and like if I needed a shirt or shoes or something, I would just go down to the Bon Marché and put it on the account. Like that's how different things were back then. Like, hey Alex, how's your grandparents? Go ahead and get your underwear or whatever the hell you need to buy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, so the reason I asked you about the animal was because this dude in Australia, his house caught fire, and it's like 2:00 in the morning, and he heard a loud noise, like a pop, like an electrical box or something, or he didn't know it at the time, but it was an electrical box.
It was an electrical eel.
Yeah, it popped. He had an eel in his walls of his house. Caught his house on fire. So he hears this pop, and he kind of didn't really give it much thought, and he tried to go back to sleep. And then he heard his parrot screaming his name over and over again. His parrot's name was Fred, and Fred just kept screaming his owner's name after the pop, of the box.
Yeah.
So he got up out of bed, saw that the house was starting to, be, on fire, grabbed his bird Fred, left the house before the smoke alarms even detected anything. The house ended up being completely engulfed in flames.
That's crazy. That's
the only people to escape were him and the bird, because the bird saved his life.
Yeah, so no one died, right? So
nobody died. His house burnt down, unfortunately,
but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Remember Josh had some birds?
Yeah, he had a bird named Climber. He had a bird. It was like a love bird.
Yeah.
And hey, it's funny you bring that up, because we love birds.
We love birds. We love cats. We love all animals. So much.
All God's creatures.
They're amazing.
No, but that bird saving his life. What I kind of thought was kind of goofy though. I was like, when I was reading that story, I was like, so the bird saved his life. Like it almost sounded like insurance fraud to me a little bit, like just a little bit, because it's like, oh yeah, okay, your bird woke you up, you were able to get out of the house just in time, with the bird that's a hero. Like maybe he wants to market the bird as a hero so he can make money off the story, and get insurance from the house. It just seemed a little fishy. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't know. Could be that happens.
Yeah. He's like imagining, like in his mind, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna turn this sucker into a Disney film, maybe." Maybe Fred the Parrot, hero with a cape on,
Yeah, he'll be featured in those farmers commercials. I go, farmers, Papa, parrot, come save a guy's life of a
Hey,
fire.
It's happened. We've seen it. We've covered that. Bum, 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 bum.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to work, Alex.
We are farmers.
I'm struggling to come in and save me. Whoosh.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, we are not sponsored by Farmers Insurance, but if farmers would like to sponsor us, we're more than willing to accept that sponsorship.
Just two animal lovers.
Yeah, we love animals here on the Good Times Show. Ryan, now you know what else we love? We love some good merchandise. Where could we get some Good Times merchandise, Ryan?
Teespring.com, baby.
All right.
Just look up Good Times with Alex and Ryan. If you click on our link, we've got a link in Instagram on the bio. It'll take you right there. With
Ryan,
all our other links. I don't know why I set up all these links and awesome things. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. I just went a little crazy. And Alex was like, "What are you doing? Why are you setting up all this stuff?" And then he actually takes initiative and makes it cool. And I'm like, "All right." I'm like,
Ryan, you actually you recently put the Good Times with Alex and Ryan podcast on iTunes, or did you just do that?
It's on Amazon. It's
Okay.
on iTunes. I tried to get it on iHeartRadio, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my gosh, that would be insane. That would be big time. Get Good Timers on iHeartRadio. That'd be a game changer. We probably wouldn't have to work anymore. We would be so famous and so well known. We wouldn't even be able to go to our day jobs. We'd be chased down the street by the Good Times Nation.
We would be just two animal lovers hanging out, having a good time, because we treat animals with respect and dignity.
Dumb and Dumber. Where'd you get all that money for this trip? I sold some stuff.
We don't shoot birds or throw balls in cages.
Oh man,
that was past lives.
Yeah, Mr. Forster's like, now you can take this tennis ball and I want you to shove it up that parrot's ass for me. All right. Hey, Ryan, who's Taco Maniac?
I don't know.
Taco Maniac. May I speak with Ryan? No clue who this is. Welcome to the show, Taco Maniac.
What's up, Taco Maniac? You got something to say?
Is it a girl?
Taco Mania.
Is it a girl?
I don't know.
I have no. Hey, the font is pink, Diana. It might be a girl. No clue. Ryan's got a new haircut and a new microphone and a new attitude. That is attractive, Diana. He's a man with a plan. Oh, Marcus says he's going to come save Binks after he heard the tennis ball story. Binks is my cat. Binks is fine. Everyone's fine. Hey, Ryan. So I'm going to get into the last headline of the night. You ready, buddy? All right.
That was a good troll. Okay, I like it. It's funny.
Thank you, Taco Maniac, for that valuable contribution to the show.
Okay,
hey, Ryan.
We should just read it. You know, we're getting trolled. We're getting.
Hey, last story of the night.
Okay. Well, Alex, right.
So a trick-or-treater in Newfoundland, a Newfie, got home at the end of the night and found a diamond wedding ring in the bottom of his candy bag. Found a diamond ring in the bottom of his candy bag and showed his parents. And his parents were like, hey, we're not going to post this because everybody's going to say that it was theirs or whatever. So they're going to wait for somebody to post that they're missing a wedding ring, in the newspaper or something, right? But the reason I want to talk about this story is because when we were kids, Ryan, I didn't get a diamond wedding ring in my candy bag. I got New Testaments, Bibles. I got bags of pennies. I got giant orange peanuts. I got Tootsie Rolls. I got Chico sticks. I got crap candy, Ryan. I never saw a diamond ring, ever. What did you get in your Halloween bag?
You got Bibles?
Oh, hell yes. I had an extensive collection of different colored New Testaments. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Every year. Somebody thought they were being slick.
Wow.
Hey, so Taco Maniac, Taco Maniac said something goofy to you and then said something very complimentary to me. So, thank you, Taco Maniac. I appreciate that. I worked very hard, and that's a great deal. Ryan, on that note,
on the note that he, was talking about me, like,
yeah, we're not gonna address either one of them. If you guys want to know, get on the Instagram, ask us. Get on Twitter, ask us what was said. But Ryan, let's end the show.
You want to end the show?
Let's end the show.
Oh, okay. All right. And now, ladies.
Fellas.
Okay. Well, thank you for checking us out. We appreciate you, Good Timers, being a part of the Good Times gang. Just make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit those notification bells. We're going to try and do this more and more. We appreciate you. Thank you. And you have a good night. Later.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming back and watching us. The chat was on fire tonight, and Ryan and I appreciate everybody sticking with us. And we are going to try to do more episodes, and there's going to be more good times to be had in the future, right, Ryan?
That's right. Let the good times roll all night. All night.
Hey, the people in the chat are asking when we'll be back. You got an answer for him, Ryan?
As soon as we can. It's it's a busy season for retail and when the businesses we're in. So we'll try and get back. It's just been a lot of hours. So
yeah, we'll fit. Well, hey, good timers. We love that you want us back, and we want to be back. And tonight was a lot of fun. And I want to give a big shout out to Nicole, to Marcus, to OG John, to Taco Maniac, everybody in the chat. We appreciate all your comments. And anyway, Ryan, mahalo, dog. We'll be back when we get a chance. Hopefully, but there will be a new episode. This episode will be available on Wednesday.
woohoo!
Mahalo, dog.
Hello.